What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. We have started an episode in a position that is going to really suck for Glory. She's gonna have a rough day today. I can almost guarantee it. I'm like Men's Warehouse. Although, it's not gonna be about liking the way you look. I don't know if that's inside the explosive range of that. I can really hope that it's not. But I need to take up defensive positions to fight with all these guys and make sure that he goes unbothered as we play through this game. So, we need to get to this generator, we need to blow it up, plant a bomb, and then we need to get the hell out. As of right now, we're stuck in the Matrix trying to deactivate, I'm trying to steal data. I'm trying to make it sound as though what we're doing is really kind of important to the mission, but it's not. We've already done the thing that's important to the mission. Now we're just sort of, actually, I can get her out of this. So if I throw a haste on her, that gives her another AP, which allows her to, that's still close to an explodey barrel, but it's better than nothing. Ow! So we've now been shot by an enormous SMG. I like how it scales the weapon size based on the race of the creature that's using it. Oh, please stop missing these throws. I would really appreciate it if you would start making some shots, please. Make some shots. Oh, I don't want that. That's the wrong spell. I want that one. So, I realize, oh my god. Okay, so things are really bad now, because we have no backup. And this is what happens when clutch shots get missed. The RNG gods decide to just hate on you. Just hating all day long. We need to suppress one more time before this alarm goes off on us, because it is going up very quickly. That little bar is rising rapidly, and it's starting to scare me. Let's see what I can accomplish here. So with a 58% chance right there, why not? I don't think we're going to do any better. I could go for an aim shot if I was feeling particularly desperate, which I am, so we're going to do it. So there's 7 damage right there to the troll guy. There's no cover left for Boss Man. He could make his own, though. Well, let me move him into the corner right here, and then he'll make his own over here for another turn. So we'll put it like right there, maybe. And once he's made his own barrier, we'll move him in and we'll see. Actually, we can move everybody in. Oh my god, I hate you so much. That was not... I dislike the fact that I have to use 2 AP to move out to here and then go like that if I want to move. There may be some key that I don't know about that allows me to... Oh, she still can't even shoot at him. Well then, ballsack on you. I suppose I'll leave her where she's at then. Let's get into the facility operations records. The data store contains records of all data pertaining to the facility's day-to-day operations. Scan the node for pay data. A cursory exploration of the data store turns up nothing of value. There are hundreds of log files, the majority of which contain spending and logistics reports. Ew. I just got burned. I just got burned hard. Well. We've got a couple more turns to diddle. Although I do think we should probably get the hell out of here pretty soon. Throw an erosion on him, assuming we can make the shot for once. Alright, and so he's decided to make me look foolish by making every single shot. That's cool. I would rather he do it to make me... If there's a reason for you to do something that really needs to get done, I don't mind if it's making me look foolish. It can make me look foolish all you want. Doesn't bother me one little bit. We do run the risk of being pincered right now, which makes me feel a bit nervous. Still out of line of sight. God, that pillar is really boning me right now. I feel like that's a waste. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot. I gotta wait until that barrier goes down now to do any sort of advancement. I thought there was more guys in that room, and none of them have come running. Just kind of a weird I don't know. Maybe they know what's coming. Maybe they've heard my name on the breeze, because my name has done a bit of traveling on the lighter breezes here in Berlin. Unfortunately, God, I really want to make that shot. There it is. Oh, God, he had a grenade launcher. Alright, so in here it looks as though we've got just one ice. That's fine. Let's go ahead and put a few rounds on him. Or we can miss a whole bunch. That's cool too. Whatever, you know. One of those situations in which Blitz is showing off his psychotic, legendary decking skills. Now that we have the Crimson Cube out of the way, we'll continue through the system and hopefully we will find something useful on the other end. Oh, that's not going to help me. I don't even want that remotely. I think that should get both of us. Ah, all better. Damage nullified. I think I would like to... What can I do here? Not much. We'll just throw an acid bolt at him. Whatever. Probably take an aim shot from there, because I would like to see him go away this turn. By any means necessary. There we go. So now that he's been taken out, we can advance with Iger. Let's take control of the security cameras. I don't think that's really going to help us that much, but seeing as we have a high threat response team looming against us, it may be the better course of action. And so the alarm's going to go up a little bit more here. Have I been everywhere? I think I've been everywhere here. Yes, I have been everywhere. Let's go ahead and suppress one more time just to make sure that we don't set off an active alert, which you would think it'd be going already. But it's not. For whatever reason, we've been able to invade this place without any active alerts going off, so whatever. I'll be the Mongols in this case. I don't mind. So the high threat response team is now here. We can watch them through there with the security cameras, which I guess is some form of added bonus. I'm going to give Iger a haste. That's weird that that guy didn't move the whole time. He just allowed his friend to get blazed. And not in the fun way. Well, we can assume that she's probably going to get shot on this turn. Not a lot of cover to go around. So I think I'm just going to move and do whatever makes me happy. So there's 14 damage, which definitely does make me happy. And you know what? Another 14, just for good measure. We'll do 28 damage right now, because if I know my numbers, 28 is higher than 14. And I would... Oh my. That was a lot of red dots. Did you see that at the top of the screen? I saw that at the top of the screen, and I am now horrified. And we don't even know where they're coming from. Oh, maybe they're all in here. I don't think that's the high threat response team. Wow, that's a lot of ley lines. Ooh, we may get to do our double summon. This is going to be badass. I've been waiting for an excuse to use that. Well, since they didn't take Glory out, her aim shot's not back up for one more turn. We will just shoot our shots. I don't want the security camera. I want to move underneath the security camera, but you can't do that, says the game. You're not allowed to stand underneath a security camera. That can't possibly work. My goal now is just to get people into the room. Whether or not we get naded remains to be seen. But the guards don't really seem to be that... Well, they don't seem to be that astute. They don't seem to really care. Hey, you shot my drone, and it's not... That's a non-combatant, man. So I think that's probably our high-threat response team. I don't know what direction they're going to come from. There's the north cell door, so we're probably going to have to do even more hacking. We've been doing a lot of hacking lately. Hopefully that one goes down a little bit easier. Let's take the shots that we have before we take the shots that we don't. She has a grenade and 2 AP with which to use it. I think I'm going to go with an... Actually, it's not dire enough to use the good grenade. Let's use the poopy grenade. I've been sitting on that phosphorus grenade like the entire game, and I still don't care about it. It's a terrible grenade. There's really no excuse to use it. Adrenal pump is back up, so that means it's about time for her to adrenal pump. We've got an aim shot. Let's kill him. Down he goes. There's a disturbing lack of cover here. It's making me feel very stuttery. No, I did not want to click Iger. I wanted to click right there. You can do it, sticky targeting. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Point blank shotgun to the face. Not the way to end a mission. Not the way to end a mission. If we could have made it out of there, it's definitely going to leave some fur missing. If I had to hazard a guess as to the long-term effects of that shotgun blast to the side of the face, our charisma may have taken a hit just due to the fact that we've lost a little bit of bootyfulness. Can't take the shot from there, but I can from here. God, the amount of misses in this game are just absurd. I don't know why they tuned the game to be a giant missing contest. Apparently they thought that people were hitting too much in the first game. I don't know. I prefer things to be less RNG than that. Alright, and so now that about 1 trillion people have taken their... I was trying to click Iger for Iger's turn, damn it. Oh my god, I'm so frustrated right now. It's okay. It's alright, I'm not that frustrated. Not even care. I've decided I'm just not going to care anymore. When bad things happen, just not going to care. Just gloss it on over and keep on moving. Just smooth it over like frosting, because frosting is delicious and also delightful. It is a confectionery treat in all of its uses, but not fondant. Fondant is like the arch enemy of deliciousness. Any baker that uses fondant is a terrible human being. Let's go over here. Like, fondant, if I had to describe fondant to somebody, it's basically wax that they put on the cake for decorative purposes, and technically it's edible, but it's basically like chewing squishy Necco wafer, which is just like, bleh. And so, using fondant as a decorative tool, especially when there's such a thing as buttercream, you don't need to use fondant. I mean, buttercream does exist. It is a thing that we have. Like, we have the superior technology. We could rebuild this cake to be much better than it already currently is. And so, is this door just going to open for... Oh, I've got to have somebody walk up and touch it and get out of cover? I don't like that at all either. Well, I'm going to put Blitz behind that crate, her behind that crate. Iger... I think we can get away with putting Iger pretty far downfield, except that I've got to rely on the fact that maybe... The thing, I want Iger to snipe, but the big problem that you're going to have right there is that it relies on the fact that I really need them to come through the door to get shot at, and I think with these guys in position where they are, I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're just going to hang back on me and not give a damn. So instead, I think I'm just going to move forward. If we get really lucky, these guys might open the door for us. Yep, and there it is. Oh my god. What is that? What? You just like make things appear out of thin air? I am unhappy right now. Oh, I am so unhappy. And they're right next to the guy that cannot die. My happiness has taken a major... We did a happiness check right now, and I came back wanting. I suppose right there is about the best position I can get him into. Oh boy, we've got funsies ahead. So let's go ahead and claw this guy's eyes out. There we go. Now that his eyes are successfully clawed, she's got 1 AP left, so we're going to go for the point blank burst fire. It managed to succeed, so that helps us out a little bit. And now I need to get Iger the hell away from explosive barrels, because this guy's a grenadier. And so I think explosives are probably prescribed for our future. I think this would probably be the time to deduct a little bit of AP. So there it is. Gotta buy our way out of this one. There's just no way around it. I had a distinct feeling that if I shot the guy in the back, I might get lucky. Ooh, double lucky. So there comes another foe, or foe, depending on how you like to say it. I like to mispronounce things on purpose because it makes me happy. Don't ask why. It's always been something that just really made me happy. Like, you know how something's supposed to be you know how something is supposed to be pronounced, and you just do it the other way anyways, just because you know it bothers people. Real life trolling. Real life trolling. So down goes that gentleman. Let's deal with our assortment of problems over here. Our motley crew of issues. Who gets to be the Nikki Six of the issues? Would be the question there. Who gets to be the Nikki Six? And of course we run out of ammo at the worst possible, well, not necessarily the worst possible time, but a pretty bad time. What's in these tanks? It looks like there's some kind of like octopi skull thing going on in there. This guy appears to have grown some new wires. They're back, the tanks. We're trying to heal people. We're doing the right thing here at Az Technology. We're working on healing technology, and you guys won't stop blowing us up. Don't shoot the barrels. Please don't kill us all. That is an idea that I like the least of all the ideas, killing us all. I would prefer on the list just killing you. That would be the one on the list that I would take. I do have a list of things that I desire in life. I make it every evening, right before I go to bed, just to make sure. Because you gotta know what you want in life. And not clawed to death. Not... How is that out of line of sight? She's right there, and there's a railing. Like, what? Okay, so Iger's gonna have to run up on this guy super hardcore and just hope that we don't miss. Their list of soldiers is looking a little bit short. We need to haste somebody. I think Iger's probably a good plan for... Oh, he's out of line of sight again. Damn it. I really hate that spot right there. It makes me sad. Okay, so let's get everybody into position first. Is everybody wounded, by the way? Iger says she has health missing, but it's not flagging her as wounded, so... Before we breach this room, I think we've already killed off the kill team, so... That's one problem we don't have to think about. I'm gonna have everybody reload now so that we don't have to do it in the next turn. Alrighty, Iger's gonna be our breach person. And if anything comes up from behind us, we do have a large assortment of exploding barrels that we can use to cover ourselves. Iger, you're up first. Actually, let's go next turn. We've got a little bit of an advantage right now, and I want to make sure that everybody gets healed before I go anywhere. There we are. I wanted everybody to be healed, and I wanted everybody to have extra APs, so that, you know, you should always eat your APs. They're very healthy for you. They're good. What is this? A mag lock with a voice print recognition system has been affixed to this door. Nobody who hasn't already been logged into the system is going to be able to open this thing. Step away. I think that was the one that I have to... She like programmed my voice into it or something, and that's really, really bad for us because that means my guy has to be the first person to go into the room. Which is horrifying on multiple accounts. A maglock? Okay, so, alright, open up. Authorization 3-toe. The screen background changes from blue to green. Access granted. You hear the sound of heavy machinery rumbling to life. A moment later, the locks on the door release. The door slides open, revealing a group of figures wearing green cloaks. The tallest of the figures stands just in front of you, a slight smile on his face. His eyes are full of intelligence and malice. Ah, at last our intruder arrives. His voice is slow and soft with a slight Aztlaner accent. You're a Shadowrunner, here on a job. This much is obvious, so tell me, who sent you here? Ask me again nicely. The Blood Mage pauses for a moment, inspecting you. Such insolence, such hubris. He shakes his head, so very, very foolish. You will answer my questions, Pest, whether you want to or not. His mouth twists into a cruel smile. In a single smooth motion, he pulls a knife from his belt and draws it along his own forearm. The blade leaves a stripe of bright red blood in its wake. Still smiling, he begins to chant. You reach for your weapon, but too slowly, much too slowly. A horrible twisting sensation racks your guts and a blinding pain ignites behind your eyes. As you struggle to keep your footing, you hear grunts of pain from all around you, your teammates doubling over in agony. The blood mage stands impassively, his lips slightly parted. A whispered chant spills from him, and every syllable is like another dagger in your stomach. Your tongue feels strangely thick, and to your horror it begins moving of its own accord, crawling, probing, and straining against the roof of your mouth, struggling for release. Somehow, on some instinctive level, you know that this sensation will only continue to get worse, and you know that speaking the truth is the only way to stop it. Well, it seems a little weird that I couldn't be able to call on the spirits here to help me, because if there's one thing I know about the spirits, it's that they really, really don't like blood magic, and seeing as I am quite the established shaman at this point, it's weird that we don't have that option, but anyways. We don't have a choice. You unclench your jaw and the words begin to spill out of you. They come in a torrent, in a flood. You tell them about your job, about your client, about Amsel, about Monica, about Green Winters, and everything. You retch out the truth and the pain begins to subside. Well, that was very enlightening. Thank you for your cooperation, Three Toe. I'll be sure to tastefully memorialize you in my report. We took control of the security cameras and everything anyways, so maybe it'll work out for us. He's on top of a major ley line, and that's a major problem for us. The sniper rifle, we can't really accomplish anything from here, but we're going to try. Ooh, 36 damage. Against all odds. We'll take the shots. Okay, so as long as we can get him out of that major ley line, I think we're alright. On this turn, why don't you have 3 AP? Weird. How many are in the room? So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we've got a number of people up in the room. I think I'm going to try and dig out a trench right here. May not be the best plan, but I'm going to try for it anyways. Yeah, I was going fishing with Blitz, hoping that he would make the shot because there was no cover left for him anyways. Damn. He's obviously flanked. Oh, lovely. Okay, so he's taking a ton of damage. In fact, I don't think we're going to be able to take our next turn without him dying. So his Bumona kit should get him back up, but this guy needs to go right this second. Especially before he loses control of this thing. That's just something we cannot allow. There we go. Okay, so the summon is now taken care of. Let's go ahead and move up. Make a little bit more delicious target that isn't the main character. From Iger's position, she can fire on that as technology guard, so we may as well go for it. Provide a little bit of cover, and so we've got a kill under our belt. At which point, I think I'm going to move her to there so that she can make shots a little bit better. And yes, I left him out of cover on purpose. The AI really likes to shoot at people who are the worst cover out of everybody, so if you have a choice. Oh, good, they're coming in from behind, too. That might be our strike team. It's alright, so let's heal the 20 damage. Oh, it won't let... What? Oh, it said wounded 20 there for a second. That must have been a bug. So we are desperately surrounded right now. We need to carve out a niche. It's going to take these guys a long time to get to us, so we don't need to worry about them for at least a couple turns. She's out of ammo, unfortunately. And all of these guys have moved into really good cover. Now on this side... let's go ahead and activate the drone. We're going to use it to flush out our enemies if we can. Okay, I didn't know if the barrel was going to help right there, but it was worth a shot, so I figured I'd go for it. other options that are available to us right now are going to be limited. Oh, we have the air elemental. Let me go for that then. He might be helpful in this case. Now, we definitely don't want to lose control of him because he will be a major, major thorn in our side if we mess this up. But I think this looks like as good a time as any to break off the episode. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here in the Nerd Castle for another episode of Shadowrun Dragonfall. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow, and take care in the shadows out there, chummers.